What is up, guys? We are back. Peach Fuzz Season 2, Episode 5, and we have high school baseball officially being played tomorrow. How we feeling?
I mean, we feel great. I about fell out of the earth for the last like 5 days. Usually I'm like a
I think everyone
24 hour.
has.
I think I'm like a 20. I'm usually like a 24-hour sickness guy. And then I went out and saw a game. I can't remember. I think it was Tuesday night now, maybe Wednesday. And yeah, I've been sick ever since. So I'm finally feeling kind of normal, back to normal. I woke up this morning, wasn't coughing anymore, so ready to get after some baseball. It's supposed to be some nice weather to start the week this week, which is a rare sight for opening day. So I know where everybody's pretty fired up about that. So I know Avery's excited to get after it. I'm excited to get after it. I know you guys had a fun weekend. I'd like to hear about that a little bit. I know I had to miss out on a couple cool events.
Yeah, we kicked off the Rising Stars preseason events. Never really had a Rising Stars preseason schedule. Always just kind of coupled them with the high school events and kind of see what happened. And always have Rising Stars All State March 1st. It's always really good. But threw a couple up different parts of the state. Went down to Peachtree City. Good little area. A lot of good baseball in that area. Come to find out, 14 you guys had the chance to play high school ball there. So we missed some 2030s that were already busy in high school, ninth grade stuff. But man, saw some good 2031s and 32s, which is crazy to say. But yeah, it's fun identifying the up and coming talent in the state, especially if they're playing at Lake Point or if they're playing, all the spring games that we go to. It's good to see guys in that area. Casually had a 2032 Hudson Ream go 96 375 in BP. Granted, I gave him the benefit of the doubt with a drop five, being the only 12U kid there. He was 12 and 8 months, and he's left-handed bats, catcher, and like puts on a show in BP. So, yeah, almost took the drop five away from him after I saw a couple swings, and really good stuff that day. We were down at home plate, and then yeah, I jumped over to the yard at Wire Park in Watkinsville, Georgia, and man, it is a very, very cool spot. A lot of guys now have like your Avalon, the Mill in Canton, like these like kind of trendy shopping places, and this baseball facility is like inside of one of those. Like walked over to the coffee shop right before the event, grabbed a cold brew, walked back, and ran the event. And then we like went in and looked at places after. So it was really cool. We got to see a lot of good guys: North Oconee, North Hall, Oconee County, Harlem, Wesleyan. A lot of good names coming up from that area. Biggest standout was actually one of the youngest kids there once again, a 2031 Sawyer Campbell, barrel balls in BP and then jumps over on the mound and goes 85-4. Avery, you saw it a little bit more if you want to touch on it, but
Yeah, he was.
the arm was absolutely electric.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Yeah, so he's spinning curveballs upwards of 2,700 RPM, which is kind of silly, especially at that age. But I mean, it's obviously only going to get better.
Yeah, and that's what was he? North Oconee.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, North Oconee. That's got guys on the way up. They got a chance at it this year. We've talked about, but they do have a good, really good eighth grade and seventh grade class coming up, from what I hear. But yeah, guys, just jumping in, just kind of a quick rundown of what we got going on today in today's episode. We are going to touch on um, what I say first, Power 25. We'll give you guys the top 10 of our Power 25 real quick. Maybe chat on a couple scrimmages that you guys saw last week, and then yeah, we're gonna go into like a little preseason but full high school fantasy draft. We'll let Ian give all the
Oh
rules and
man.
stuff when we get a little closer to time. But that's kind of the rundown of today, and then towards the end, we're going to announce where we're headed tomorrow for opening day. I think everybody's locked in for the most part. We might throw out a couple more dates. I think I'm locked in for Thursday for sure. Waiting to hear on some matchups for Friday, but yeah, we'll unveil that towards the end. But yeah, let's go over a couple scrimmages. I know you guys got out 3 or 4 times. Anything you saw, anything surprised you? Business as usual. What you got?
Yeah, I mean, I went out there. I mean, I went to the same scrimmage 2 years in a row now with Marist and Etowah. It's kind of became a thing now with those two. They get after it kind of every year with scrimmaging. But This time was at Marist. Last year was at Etowah. It was good to see both teams. Obviously, wanted to see what that high power team. We'll talk about the Power 25 later. That we'll talk maybe at the top of that. But seeing Matthew Sharman back on the mound, I went and saw him last week. Just get a little touch and feel on the home mound. But seeing him in gameplay was big. Up to 95. Had a mistake early. Left the ball middle, and Martin Sheelar did not miss. Kind of 100, maybe 105 plus on opening day to dead center. Kind of just like took the air out of the building. Like I mentioned, we were talking about this before. We saw actually I talked about this game earlier this week when we were on actually because I remember talking about the scouts. So
Oh yeah, because we were
yeah,
Tuesday. Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
I forgot you.
we were
Yeah,
Tuesday. So yeah,
yeah.
I'm like I feel like I've talked about this, but yeah, so I won't bore you with that. The following night went out to Parkview for a good one there with Parkview and Loganville. Got it there early, about 2 o'clock. It was pretty funny talking to some of the media guys. They were like, "How do you always like beat us at these things?" But I mean, I'm trying to see everybody. So I got out for BP, saw some guys put on the show. Santos Wade, a new Parkview addition. It's first time seeing him in the orange and blue. He kind of put a show in BP along with Malachi Washington, Armani Ford, CJ Wilcock, and those guys. Moving over into the game, big time Malachi bomb in game. I know we all saw that. It kind of went a
Already.
little bit big time online. There was probably 15 different angles. The amount of media there that night. He kind of brings them out. The scout turnout was huge as well. 25 to 35 guys are there as well. But Loganville, man, same team we've talked about every year with scrappiness across the board. It's what we saw. Aiden Gorvet taking big hacks out of the leadoff spot. Trip Sapp looked really good both at the plate with 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Stepped on the mound up to 86. On the Parkview side, I mean, Andreas Jimenez was probably maybe the
Big
biggest
time.
winner of the night, man. Up to
Yeah.
93. Curveball looked fantastic. Up to 79. Could swing and miss whatever he wanted. Was throwing the fastball to ride through the zone. They were kind of timing it up, ready to hit the fastball, but nobody could put it in play. They kept fouling it back. Dalen Jones Teasley, first time really getting to see that. That was kind of the main reason I went out to Parkview that night. It was kind of excited to get in that. We've been talking about it for a year. Avery, I know you've seen it. I mean, it's electric. We saw him last year. I think he might have been 6 feet tall. He's every bit of 6'3" now. High waist, just continues to get taller. It was 85, 86, some cut ride action on it. Kind of gave up a barrel and a walk early. And then you could see him just kind of get frustrated and pissed off in his head. And then nobody talked to him, nothing. Just kind of flipped a switch and then punched out 2 guys and finished the day on a K as well. So 3 Ks in the ending. It looked really good. The curveball was swing miss whenever he wanted. Really started to bury it late. And I think he's going to be a big weapon, obviously, with him and Andreas at the top of that rotation. And I can't really count those guys out this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, really want to get out to see Andres as well. I know I got to see him in some tough conditions last year versus BT, but he's one that I've known him since probably 12U, 13U. It's been crazy to see his progression. Avery, what you got? You had a couple games too, right?
Yeah, so Wednesday I headed out to Pace Academy at Marietta. Kind of early on, Deuce Green, freshman for them.
Hitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really looked the
After
part.
year, baby.
Yeah, he went 2 for 2, and then I think they took him out after that. But he looked really good at third, threw a kid out at home, and then rolling over to Marietta, Britton Holly.
Hitter too.
Yeah,
We said it today, dude. Like pro stock, summer, Marietta, you name it, dude's hitting.
yeah, like me and Ian were talking about it. Like he might hit over 400 this year. Like that's not
Yeah.
crazy to say. Like it's an extremely quick trigger. Like on plane, works up the middle. Like he's just gonna hit.
Yeah.
And it's like I love the way their lineup is too. Like you would think he'd be at the top, but he's behind guys like James Lowe and Charlie Garton, and he brings them in.
Yeah, that's a sneaky lineup. We talked about it, but good little lineup between them two, and then Charlie was Cooper Patterson in there?
He was not. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we saw him when we see him. We saw him at Allstate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good. We're got to see some good teams, get some good scrimmages in. Couple Power 25 potential guys that we're going to get into in the top 10. So good to get eyes on those. Saw some good stuff online too. I know there's some good games across the state. Hillgrove, I think, beat Pope. Who else? Any other big ones y'all saw? What ended up happening? BT and Cartersville. Who ended up winning that one? I know the scores. Obviously, everybody's just getting reps in, but
I didn't see who ended up winning that one. I think BT did, but I'm not certain on that.
yeah. So that's a good one
Yeah, I
for
feel like I
sure.
have to
So,
mention Tobias Bell for Drew.
oh yeah, yep. Forgot about that. Drew Hills.
Pretty pumped up about that find. 6'2", 210, shortstop, 28.
Yeah, that'll play. Yep.
I mean, and even last night, I know we've talked about Denmark a lot. You guys went out there and saw them last night. They're playing Cherokee Bluff. We've talked about them a lot. Bryce Fontenot with another big look.
Started on the mound.
Yeah, I woke up this morning with a couple D1 texts about that outing. So obviously he's starting off things hot. One of the last like true power players left in this 27 class available in here in Georgia. So good to see him start off the spring with a hot showing like that. The stuff on the mound looks fantastic, and we know all about the power at the plate.
Yeah, little freshman slung it for you too, right, Avery?
Braden Couch threw 2/3 of an inning, and I think I got like 8 pitches. Like it was.
Yeah, the first breaking ball in the video was like
Banger.
hard breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about. We got to see him and then 2 other Bluff freshmen last year at the East Georgia Rising Stars ID. So that's cool seeing those guys get in the mix. That's why we do those preseason events. Huddy Kemp got in there. Landon Rollins looked like he was pretty good. They're going to need him for sure. He's going to have to fill up the zone. Anything kind of as usual on Denmark, right? I know we talked on a couple guys, but kind of everybody getting their timing down. Gino had a couple good barrels.
Gino was Gino. Connor Adams looked good.
Yeah.
Sophomore for them. Got his feet wet last year. Trying to think. Owen Helms looked really good on the mound.
Yeah, that was a good one. I really hadn't seen him much. That'd be a big pickup if he can get in there and throw some strikes at what, 86, 87?
Yes, sir. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll do it for the scrimmages, right? I think we're all good there. We'll try to keep this thing rolling. Get into the fun part. You guys text your friends. We're gonna have a draft here in probably 15 minutes of some preseason guys, some guys that weren't in preseason events. So it'll be kind of cool. We just wanted to do something that it gets the brain rolling a little bit, let you look at the players. Obviously, we would love to do a couple underclass team, upperclass, underclass, but we'd be on here all night. We'll get into the Power 25 top 10. We released our 25 through 11 on Tuesday, that was. And then we've been cranking out the team previews. We have 2 left to post, and those will be completed by the end of the night. And what did we end up at, guys? 80, 70-something, 80?
No, in the 80s somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
80 plus.
So thank you, coaches.
Did close to 50 himself.
82.
So
82. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, coaches. All the coaches for sending those in. Those are always fun to write. The guys crushed it on those. So I think we pretty much had majority of our Power 25 guys submit one. So that was obviously really good. Classification rankings will drop tomorrow as well. We'll drop the preseason top 10 for those. And then going forward, we'll do classification rankings on Monday and then Power 25 on Tuesday weekly. So, yeah, we'll get into it. Coming in at number 10, got a kind of 5A gauntlet here to start the top 10, but number 10 is going to be the Noonan Cougars. Another team you just can't really count out. You got guys like Hayes McGinnis coming back. Ian, I know you saw them multiple times. Not ended the season, but I saw them against Habersham Central in that game 3. But yeah, just can't count out those guys, and they got a couple young pieces coming up too.
yeah, I mean, obviously Brody Campbell in that lineup as well. Caden Truitt came through big for them as well. Reed Davis, they have a few arms, a lot on here. A couple lefties that should play well for them. A couple of guys coming back from.
I wonder if Hunter got cleared.
Yeah, I don't know about Hunter getting clear, but Wyson Davis will be in the rotation. Then you get Evan Russell back in the bullpen, who could be a big-time power arm for them. We talked about it here a few weeks ago. You get him in the bullpen as a possible closer at the end of games will be huge for region play. Obviously, that place is tough to win at. The wind kind of swirls there at Noonan, so the ball kind of doesn't travel well. So they're going to pitch well. They're going to hit around that park. They're going to play tough. Obviously, we saw them play one of the best teams in the state last year in Houston County in the state championship and win. Obviously, some big performances. Some guys who graduated from that team, but they return a ton. They know how to win. They got a coach there who's been there a long time, coaches that team really well. So, again, can't count this team out, and you have to just see what they do in the spring and then go from there.
Yeah, and then kind of keep it rolling right along those lines. Like I said, we got 3 5A schools right here, back to back to back. kind of interchangeable. They're honestly all kind of in the same boat for the most part. I think that their lineups are going to keep them in it, but they all got to figure out some pieces on the mound, and that's really what it's going to come down to, I think, with these 5A teams. So coming in at number 9, we got Houston County. Coach Hopkins made that place a staple in the top 5, top 10 for the last really as long as I can remember, since taking over. A lot of young pieces he's really, really excited about. I think they might have dropped their scrimmage game against Perry, but obviously that's there to shake the rust off. They're going to have Tyson Gaines at the front line of that rotation, and you're going to get a competitive outing from him time in and time out. Isaiah Gallison leading the lineup. I think that he could have a really, really, really big year. I think, both you guys probably agree with that. Super 60 was awesome for him, catching a lot of buzz. Raymond Bird. The list kind of goes on with their kind of gritty, just ball player senior types that they have, but then they got a couple young guys like Caden Harvey, Jakai. What's Jakai's last name? Wilson?
Yes.
Or am I just making that up? Wilson?
No,
Jakai? I think that's right. I haven't got to see him yet. Is the only reason I say that. I've been meaning to look up some stuff on him, but just haven't. So they got those guys coming back. They got Harvey, freshman for them. We saw George Bassett. I know might catch some when Raymond's on the mound. Who else am I missing down there?
No Odom.
Yeah, Odom. He should have an awesome year.
Yeah, they
for
brought
sure.
in Davion Hammonds as well from Stratford Academy, who could be a big piece for them in the outfield. 6'5" runners, about the ball.
Yeah, and it might take a little
Feels
bit to
small.
get those guys meshing for sure, just with some new names, some younger guys, some older guys. But I think they're pretty motivated to get back to that 5A state championship game. All right, coming in at number 8, we have the Pope Greyhounds. Like we said, these three kind of interchangeable, to be honest, in this mix. We feel like Pope is going to be Pope. It's kind of like a lot of the guys on this list. We talk about it time in and time out. They just know how to win ball games. Coach Turco does a great job with those guys. Lineup is going to be there. Really leading the way is going to be Caden Campbell. And then you
Healthy.
turn to – go ahead.
I was just saying healthy. Yeah.
Oh,
Healthy
yeah.
Caden Campbell. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, that's awesome to see. Did I see a bomb from him in the scrimmage or
Yeah, I think it was
squad
in your
maybe?
squad. Yeah, but 1 yard, I did see that.
Yeah, that'll be good to have him. And then Wimbush will kind of be the big guys in there. Where's he gonna play at? What, short? We
I
decided.
would believe so. Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
the everyday shortstop for them. He's
That's
got
awesome.
the tools to play there. The arm strength plays. He's probably going to be in the 3 or 4 hole for that team. Guys like Jensen Morneau is going to step up. Drew Abney's going to be a big for them this year. He's going to be the power bat in that lineup. I think the pitchability on the mound for them is huge. Obviously, not a ton of guys are going to blow balls by you with Nick Boborowski, who's going to just be pitchability, spin the hell out of it, and just throw some spinners by you. Jacob Israel is going to be high pitchability, and same with Ben Hill. And those guys have been there. They know what it takes to win. This team's in the Final Four, the Elite Eight every year. So
Yeah.
they're going to compete. The lineup's going to hit. You can't. If you're not going to count a team out, I think it's the Pope Greyhounds. They know what it takes, and they're there every year.
Yeah, I think you could see a guy like Parker Drott. I think I say his last name wrong too every time. Troughton. I say what I say. Yeah, well, I won't even say it. But I think he's going to be big for him. And then
Jones as well.
Yep. Kingston, he could fit in really anywhere. To be honest, might end up 2B, probably right, if I'm guessing. So. Yeah, can never count those guys out. They need a couple. What you got?
Cal Pearson, JD.
Yeah, Cal. Yep.
They got some young guys. That's a pipeline, man. They're going to have guys coming up every single year with those guys, with that team.
Yeah. Their 5A is going to be interesting this year. I think like I said, those three are going to be battling it out for sure. Coming in at number 7, we have North Oconee, our second highest 4A team on the list. I think if it's the year for North Oconee to get something done, I think this is going to be the year for sure. Like I said, was talking to some guys today. They got a talented middle school class coming up. Couple younger guys in the mix, but it's pretty upper class heavy. And with the arms and the capability of the arms that they have, I think they could really, really pitch it this year.
Yeah, I highly agree with that. You got guys like Wyatt Bull in that rotation. Will Richardson's going to be big for them this year. Ryan Trout's going to be big for them this year. Like, I mean, just those three alone can carry you through a region, or I mean, pretty much any region in the state right there. And they have three more arms they can throw behind them. They got bullpen guys, 7 juniors or seniors in the lineup, I believe. So
Yeah, and
the
then
depth is
in
real there.
the bats will be Landon Dykes, who looks like absolutely massive now. I've seen some video of him. We didn't really get to see him. I felt like we didn't see him this summer, but him and Kano O'Mara in that lineup. Luke Burnett, I saw he committed to football somewhere. Navy, maybe, or am I making that up? I think I still put it on his profile. Maybe not. But yeah, he just committed for football, I'm pretty sure. And then you got Carter Moon holding down second base. Peyton Little being in the outfield as well. So yeah, good little group. Patrick Hassan, forgot about him. Northwest Florida commit. I think he could be big for him too on the mound and at the dish. I'm sure he'll play third, I imagine. So fun little lineup there. Good core of 9, 10 guys. Eli Rice might get in the mix. Freshman for us, junior future gamer as a role guy potentially. But yeah, 27-8 last year, returning 6 starters, deep pitching staff, senior leadership. I think North Oconee could make some noise in 4A this year. Coming in at number 6, you have the defending state champs, 6A state champs, and that is the Walton Raiders. I was going to pull up their preview, but with so many of these teams that we talk about, the defending state champs, the guys that are continually there year in and year out, they might have some question marks coming into the season. But yeah, at the end of the day, you just feel good about, with preseason especially, you kind of feel good about that senior core that they have.
Yeah, I mean, you look at those guys at the top with Walker Killiman coming back. I mean, that's probably one of the top leadoff guys you can have in the state right now. The bat the ball is as good as he gets. He's going to run. He's going to play a quality center field for you. Logan Weidman's been huge. Devin Crone's been huge for this team the last couple of years. They're going to have some guys coming back on the mound. Luke Wheeler is going to be big. Showed big in the playoffs for this team last year. Probably going to be the one or the two in that rotation for them now. They got a young 29 class that we're probably going to see late in the spring that I think might have the ability to just be that missing piece to move up from JV late and just be those guys, some guys like Ryan Pearson in that group that can come in and throw gas on that rotation and have that extra burst of life as they get there towards the end of the year. Dom Rossi will be back healthy. Robbie Frierson's guy going to come into that lineup and add some juice instantly for them. We saw him a ton in the spring and the fall. Continues to show well. Continues to hit the ball harder. I mean, they have pieces all over the place, and obviously they continue to churn out guys. Like we just mentioned, Pope, Max Mayer, a guy we've talked about here on a lot. Who's going to
I saw he had a couple hits in the scrimmage. Maybe they
he
posted.
has a chance to find a role in the middle infield. They graduated both those guys there, so I think he's got a chance to play early for them. And they win. They weren't expected to win last year in 6A. It was a pretty stacked 6A class, and they came out on top. Obviously, with arms you weren't thinking about then, they could do it. So they know they can handle it. They get it done. Obviously, Coach Amos and that squad do a really good job. So I'm excited to get out and see. I don't think I got out to Walton at all. For my first year, I went and saw them a bunch, so I don't think I got out there at all last year. So I'll be excited to get out to Marietta and see them.
Yeah, Rylan Lamance I definitely want to get out to see him
big time.
early in the spring after the preseason that he had. Leighton Bradley, Chase Bradika as 2 sophomore lefty arms could be good for him this year as well. What we got coming in at number 5, another 6A team, the Buford Wolves. Like we said, kind of keep saying with some of these guys, I think last year they were heavy underclass, and they bring back some big pieces. They add David Ojeda, who could put up some big numbers this year, but once again, it kind of comes down to the guys on the mound. You'll have Dexter, you'll have Carson Reeves, and then outside of that, you kind of got to start piecing some stuff together to kind of get where you need to be. What's the lefty that I like?
Well, we're missing a big piece there. Will probably be the 2 and Aiden Lockett.
Oh yeah, Lockett. I forgot about Lockett pitching. I always forget.
91. Yeah,
He
he's kind of the
pitches.
sleeper in that 26
Like he's so
class.
athletic, and he
just
obviously
kinda does-
pitched it.
yeah,
He pitched it
it
senior
well,
future
man.
games. And
Yeah.
I don't know why I always just associate him straight with outfield and hitting. I always
No,
forget he
no doubt.
pitches.
No, and he adds that like kind of gamer factor to that rotation behind Dexter that kind of just like gives him that kind of little bit of grittiness, and he's going to compete. You honestly know you can get 5 innings out of that guy if you really need to, whenever you want. So
Yeah.
having that guy in a rotation right there is going to be huge for them. Obviously, he's going to hit. The ball is very good. Competitor in the field as well in the outfield. I think that outfield is going to be as good as you're going to get
Loaded.
in
Loaded.
6A, a ton of bats in the infield are going to be fighting for spots. So, they're going to be competitive in that region. Guys are going to compete when they get their ABs. Obviously, Leo Garcia right there, Vance Bach behind the plate. They got weapons. They haven't won. I think it's been 5 or 10 years since they put a state championship in Buford. So this is one of the teams that they could do it. Having a flamethrower at the top, obviously the best player in the country in that 28 group on your roster is a hard thing to pass up, and then having a ton of 26 help and 27s that are ready to contribute is good to go.
Yeah. They open up with Mountain View, Mountain View in the region, so
Yeah,
we'll
big
have to
time.
circle that one versus Breck for sure. I think didn't he beat him last year, but they got
And
him in the series.
I think Breck was 9-0 last year,
Yeah.
if I recall.
Yeah, so that'll be a good matchup. You'll have Ryan Johansson in there, Carson Reeves. I'm blanking on the lefty, the divine lefty.
Caleb
Who?
Griffin.
No, yeah, you got him too. The lefty arm spins it really well. Um, gosh, I'm gonna have to go look it up. I can't not
What?
do this. Yeah, you'll know it when
It's
I
usually
say it.
this is usually an Avery moment. He's usually good at any of these, like on top of like just give me a name, and it's
Kind of
usually
scattered brain right now.
Yeah, outfield, left-handed pitcher.
it's fine. It's fine. Buford's
Wonder-
loaded. We know
I'm
this.
and looking at Buford. Wonder how Damian Brown's doing. Ian, I don't know if you ever saw him, but Damian Brown threw
Yeah.
one of the most electric games at Lake Point that I've seen. He faced Etowah and absolutely carved him.
It is
Wonder what he's up to now.
Walker Hudson.
Yes, Walker something.
Talbley or two?
Yes, yep. Walker Talby, yep. Sorry, Walker. Yeah, he was a guy. He came in as a freshman. One of the times when I was out to see Buford and did really well. I'm assuming. I don't know if he'll be a starter or a reliever for him, but low 80s strike thrower can spin it. That'll help out a lot. All right, let's get this thing moving so we can get to drafting. Coming in at number 4, you have the 6A runner-up from a season ago, and that is the Lowndes Vikings. Once again, another team. You know where they're gonna be at. They didn't lose a ton. They did lose a big power bat like Coleman, Lewis, and a couple others, but at this point, they've kind of made their statement in the state. We know South Georgia always has good baseball, and Lowndes is no exception with Coach Page.
Yeah, I mean, you could talk about this team being almost a more complete team than they had last year. I mean, we didn't think this team was. I mean, obviously not counting them out. We counted them out a little bit earlier in the year last year. Didn't think they had the team to make it. Obviously, they
But
beat a
hey,
lot of.
granted, Coach Page did give us that vibe down there when we were in preseason.
No, I know they
He was a
graduated
bit
17 seniors the year before, so
Yeah,
he was like,
he was
"Yeah,
a bit
we
skeptical
got
too.
nobody." I know, but no, it's fine. This team brings back a lot of talent. Obviously, getting Matthew Kerrigan back on the mound this year. Obviously, they had him in the lineup last year. You get him back in the lineup this year, but getting him at the top of that rotation, the pitchability there is as good as it gets in that region. He knows how to pitch against those guys. He knows what it takes to win. It's soft contact. He's going to get guys out. He's going to be a leadoff guy and hit for probably 400 with 12 doubles or 15 doubles as well. So that's going to be a big time man. You got Brinson Roundtree behind him, who just gained all the confidence in the world last year. He ran through the playoffs against quality teams, threw a gem against Etowah in the Final Four, was ready to compete whenever it was 80-82 with a gross changeup, and he knew when he could throw it. Obviously, that's going to be big to have. Easton Blanton's going to be big for them this year, whether it's in the rotation or the bullpen. Going to be a hard, firm thrower. They lose. Oh my goodness, I forgot the arm they lost in the rotation last year, but he has a chance to step into that
ABAC
spot
kid,
there.
I think. He went to ABAC.
Yeah,
If
and then they
yeah.
keep going. Yeah, and they keep going to Valdosta State as well that I'm blanking on. But Hank Drew, we saw some recent video this fall. Big sophomore for them. He's kind of put a ton of muscle on. Looks really physical. Going to probably be 6'2", 6'3" behind the plate and hit left-handed hitter. Derek Carter's back. One of the best left-handed bats they're going to put in that lineup. The gloves plus at first base. He's kind
What
of
about him going to Maine? South Valdosta to Maine.
yeah,
What about
he
that?
was
What about
down.
that
Like
fit?
he wanted he took his whole process. He waited it out. He wanted to find somewhere he wanted to go. They weren't they weren't rushing it at all in their whole process. He continued to show well. Obviously, I don't know when Maine saw him or whether it was video or came down here and saw him on the circuit or whatnot. But I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, we saw another guy. Shout out to Kyle Montgomery on his commitment to Bryant University. That's in Rhode Island this week, so I don't know when they came down and saw him, but they saw him somewhere. But yeah, cool to see some Northeast schools picking up some Georgia guys. But yeah, again, Lowndes, Kason Fletcher at the shortstop, getting that back on the lineup. Heath Davis getting a lot of experience last year in center field. To power speed threat.
He might throw a little bit. You think will he throw a little bit?
Potentially he throws as well. Yeah, I think they got more arms than they had last year coming
Yeah.
back. Missing somebody else too in this lineup that's going to be coming back for them. But yeah, the pieces are there.
Dawkins.
Lowndes, we'll see him.
Dawkins.
Yeah, Doggins. We'll see him
Yeah.
next week at the Coastal Georgia Invitational. Sorry, I don't want to misspell. I was calling it South Georgia, so I don't want to be wrong now. But the Coastal Georgia
Yeah, coastal. You're a
Invitational.
little
So,
farther.
so we'll see them.
I guess still south, but you
Yeah,
got some
still
water.
still south,
near
yes.
you.
But yeah, the Coastal Georgia. Shout out to Coach Thomas and all those guys over there for putting this together. It's going to be a pretty cool event down there. So yeah, excited to see Lowndes and what Coach and that team can do this year.
Yeah. All right. Coming in at number 3, 6A, Parkview. Like you said, you went out to see him. If Andres is that and Dalen steps up on the mound, and you got Malachi and Santos leading that lineup, the rest kind of.
said behind him as well. I didn't even have a chance to get back and get video there. Looked really good. Was coming out firm. I pitched really well in the summer. I believe USA Scout USA Scout. So that was good. Good to see that on the mound. The lineup's extremely deep. We talked about that middle infield is as good as it gets defensively. They got guys at the corners. They got some young bucks coming up. Some 20.
Who was playing?
29.
Was Mendez playing second?
No. So Santos is playing second, and Amani's at short right now.
Oh yeah.
So,
Mendez wasn't in the mix?
Mendez was DHing.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
He's a good little steady bat to have in there.
yeah, we'll see. Bryce Carter's going to get a big chance behind the plate this year. He's going to
Yeah, I
be the
forgot about
guy.
him.
We've seen him a ton over the last few years, kind of tooled up. Has a chance to really put it all together and be a big piece for them. So if we can see a lot out of him this year, that'd be huge. They got some guys in the outfield. C.J. Woolcock at first base got some monster juice. He starts to hit the ball consistently. I think that lineup's as good as it gets.
Yeah. No doubt there. All right, coming in at number 2, we have Blessed Trinity. Really, I think they have as many pieces as they want to have. It's just where those pieces are going to go, I think.
Yeah. And then they buoy it with legitimately three-headed monster in the rotation as well. So
Yeah. And I think that, which we talked about, like guys like a Connor Yimbris, a Jack Walsh, like the rotation's going to be there, but guys like Yimbris, Walsh, some of these guys that are going to step up, I think can end up being the X factor for them, honestly. Like we know what Caden Dawson's going to do. We know what Contreras is going to do to a sense. I guess they will lose him a little bit to go to WBC.
yeah.
But who else? You got Gav in there. Ty Page is going to be big this year.
I think Cole James, I think, is going to be a big piece for them. Got a good ton of playing time last year in the DH role. I think.
Who else is in the outfield with Caden?
Quinn Davis.
Quinn.
Andrew Cochran, Quinn Davis, Brady Bohannon's going to get a chance out there. They're replacing the entire infield, obviously, with both the Zagrins graduating, Terrence Bowen, Cade Kiz. So all those positions will be filled as well. So I think that's going to be the biggest question mark for this team is where those pieces fit in the infield and how quick they gel, whether it's at the plate, they're going to defend. Obviously, a guy like Connor Youngbrist, you can stick pretty much anywhere in the infield, and it might be an above-average glove with a plus arm.
Yeah,
so.
and then you throw him on the mound and just casually swing at 90.
And he's just like the most unassuming. Every time we talk to him about guys, like he's just this little guy with this whippy arm. That's all. That's the first thing you talk about it with him. So
He was like 14. He
I know,
we were.
it's
Where, I don't
wicked,
even remember
man.
where we were at, but Jackets. Wasn't it Jacket Scout Day?
It was Jack.
He was like
Legion.
14, and he just like let it, or it was on the mound. It was like 78, 82, and I'm like, this is whippy. And then fast forward to now, and it's grabbing 90s, 92s in the infield.
Spinning it.
Yeah. So yeah, guys like that are going to be X factor for them. I think you kind of have your household names that should do what they can do, and then guys like that are gonna be big for their season. And then we probably forgot about a random senior or junior for them too, like we always do. Like that's gonna pop up and be a guy. Laquasto, am I forgetting him? He's there, right?
Yeah, but that's a rotation. Like him, Aiden, Pack, and Contreras is
Yeah, Pack. I
three.
forgot about. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
three D1 arms they have leading rotation. Pack up to 94 at tryout
Oh,
night. Contreras up to 98. The Castro is going to be 88, 90 from the left side. So they have arms. They're going to compete for sure.
yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch. And then coming in at number one, we have Edouard.
No way.
Yeah, if they're gonna do it, they better do it this year. They obviously the scouts are gonna be plentiful. Eyes are gonna be on them. They say you get talking to Caden, and he's like, yeah, we don't listen to the outside noise, and there's a lot of noise. There's gonna be a lot of noise all season. So I think they're
These
mature
guys
enough to
thought there was
handle
going
it.
to be 5 scouts at the scrimmage. I said, well, you got to think a little bigger than that this year, boys. There's not going to be 5 scouts at any game you guys come to. So,
Yeah, that's insane.
but no,
Yeah,
yeah, the lineup's
media,
loaded.
there's going to be some media fights. There's going to be some scout fights. There's going to be Etowah fans mad that they got their chair spot taken. It's going to be packed out. So excited to see that. Curcio, another type X factor
time.
type for those guys. We know what Condon, Charm. We know what those guys are going to do. Cade needs a big year. Think he'll have a big year. But that number 3, they're still hunting that number 3. You think, or you think Zustiak is going to step in there?
Yeah, I think Zustiak has a really good chance of winning the number 3 role. Obviously, they have a couple seniors there with fighting for that role as well. With Brady Colton, Zane Ledford has a chance, a couple committed guys. But I think Zustiak looks really good this spring. He's earned a ton of praise out of that camp. So I think there's a chance that he has a chance to earn that role, which I think he's ready for. Obviously, he got out there and saw some competition good against Maris. He had to face the 1, 2, 3 in the lineup, I believe. Got to fly out to Shelar, which was fired up. Took a jumping play at the wall from Condon, but hey, the announce and out, whether it's loud or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have the pieces there. They obviously have seen guys compete and win. They have the chance to make the Final Four for the 4th year in a row. Obviously, this senior group is as special as you're going to have, so they want to go out on top. They have the pieces there. They play with an edge for as famous as they all are as a collective group. They know what it takes to win. They know how many eyes they have on them as much as they don't think they do. So, I mean, I think it's going to be just getting out there and competing. The schedule they put together for this year is pretty tough, whether it's out of region or in region. So they're going to have to compete night in and night out, and it's going to be a big time for that team to see what they can do.
Yeah, it's you'll get to see them next week. So that is the Power 25. Remember, the Power 25 will have everything on the GHSA tab on our website. That'll all be on there. We'll put on some bubble teams on there that we talked about. We'll get all that added tomorrow, and then classification rankings will come out. And like when we're doing these guys, like it's so hard to take 6 classifications into account. Like we know records are a big thing, and it's more so, like it said, power rankings. Like it's more so head-to-head type stuff. It's classification rankings are a little bit easier for us to do because it keeps us in one set spot. But yeah, we'll get those rolling weekly, update those weekly. Outside of that, Ian, you want to give us the rundown of this draft, our rules that we have to pull the players from?
Yeah, we've been talking about this for, I don't know, 2 months now, probably, since probably as the preseason was getting underway, about wanting to do something like this. We saw a shout out to Indiana, Illinois for doing some cool stuff on their podcast and doing some fantasy drafts per se, things like that. So we wanted to do something like that. It was our biggest preseason yet ever, with over 500 players. So I thought we could really put that into things here. So we wanted to do a preseason all-state team. We did 11 players, so we have a catcher, we'll have 4 infielders, 3 outfielders, 2 arms, and a utility, which could be anybody. 70% of the players, so 7 players, have to be from preseason events. So anybody that came to whether it was a preseason ID, preseason All State, are we going to throw Super 60 considered in this grouping? Is that a preseason event, or are we going to leave that as
Um,
a
no, I think those. If you want one
okay?
of those, if you
No,
want one
yeah,
of those,
that counts as
they
one of
got to
your free
be they got to
guys.
be out of your 70%. I think.
Heard that. Each team must have at least two uncommitted players, whether that's in the 26 or 27 class. Could be from either, can be from both, doesn't matter. And then you have to at least have 129 on your team as well. We know the state is rich with a talented freshmen that are going to get a ton of playing time. So yeah, you got to pick and choose with that. Whether you pick them early, you don't know if somebody's going to be hunting it. We will have a back end set of scoring system or something we'll put together. So we'll kind of we'll kind of check in on this team mid season, and we'll check in on this team postseason. We'll see who did the best. See who put together the most complete team.
Yeah, and I
Obviously,
mean, first off, with the amount of players that we have, guys, this is 33 players. Like we know,
yeah, I was getting we're getting to that.
we
I
could
don't want
draft
anybody's
150. Like this is
feelings hurt here. This is not a feelings hurt exercise. We just
yeah.
gotta be fun. We've seen a ton of you guys. You guys know who your peers are in baseball. It's just some little added motivation, maybe, for your spring. We don't matter much, but it's just something cool.
Yeah, got to mix it up. You can only do so many scout blogs. You can only do so many quick hits. Rankings are rankings, but at the end of the day, let's have a little fun, especially with the season kicking off tomorrow. And yeah, something different. Something different. Let's mix it up. Avery, I might go ahead and say it. Avery may end up having the sneakiest team. Granted,
Oh, his team is winning
let's give some background here. This wasn't highly researched. This is pretty off the cuff. We've in our mind we've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
But me and Avery
Not
just drove
research.
back from an event today. We were still deciding if we wanted to draft it now or earlier and then announce it, or just draft it live. So this is straight live. This isn't. We don't have a list on our screen of the pool.
He might. We don't. This dude's 14-2 in fantasy basketball right now, so he's all about this life.
So this is straight off the dome. We'll have some tabs pulled up here to peek in and see what we want and who we want, but this is pretty off the dome here.
Yeah, we're in it.
And then get your friends in here if you're listening. Let them know if you want to hear it. I think it's something different. And then after the draft, we'll announce where we're going, and then we'll get ready for opening day tomorrow. So Ian, who's got the first pick?
Avery has the first pick.
Avery, you're on the clock.
All right, we're gonna take it up to Murphy, North Carolina. Shout out AJ Rice, first pick off the board.
And with that first pick,
So
keep in mind, we are keeping in mind who everybody is playing. This is results based. So we're trying to quote unquote score points. Granted, we don't really know how we're going to score points yet, but think fantasy baseball. We're taking classifications into account. We're taking competition into account. There's some strategy here. So Avery is going AJ Rice.
AJ Rice 1-1. We'd love to see it.
And remember, that's one off the board for him with non preseason event.
Yeah.
So he's only got about two more of those left.
Three more.
Three more.
So,
Yeah. 11 was a weird number. I don't know why I did that, but
so we gotta take 8 preseason. Okay.
8
No, you gotta take
preseason.
7. No, 7 preseason guys. Just Oh no, yeah. So it'd be
Would
8
be
preseason
eight,
guys. You're right. Yeah. So 2 more. You got 2 more freebies.
All right.
Or open world, I should say.
I'm up now.
You are. Yeah.
I'm sticking with Old Faithful. We're going Matthew Sharman. We're going Matthew
Tough pick.
Sharman.
That's a good pick there. I don't know if it's a snipe, but I would have to say it's a snipe.
We're going Sharman. Sharman's been there for a while, and we're sticking with him.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick there. I love the pick. Yeah, we're just cracking up. All right. Now I'm torn. No, we're gonna go here. We have to stick with the guy. We're gonna go double down with Etowah here. Trevor Condon will be the first name off the board for me here. In my double pick, I get a double pick here, which is pretty phenomenal. I will be taking Hayes McGinnis with my two. So
Good one there. I think I felt that one coming.
I needed he's a two for a big time numbers guy, and he goes for a preseason event guy. So that's a good pick there. I feel.
Yeah, yeah, good with Hayes getting there. All right.
Back to you, Huddy.
Yep. Sticking on the pitcher thing, I'm gonna go ahead and knock my other starting pitcher out. I'll keep Sharman as my starting pitcher, even though we'll put up some numbers at the plate as well. But going Carter Allen
These
as
are
my
good
pick.
picks. These are good picks here.
Carter Allen. We're going Carter Allen at Bremen. I think if he's 90-93 like I think he's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a pretty good season for him up there at Bremen.
Big Ave. It's on you there, guy. For a double pick here. We'll drop the full board on.
I think
Yeah, we'll put our full
Afterwards, yeah.
teams out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Brennan Neal.
Good
I like it.
steal there. I like that.
Yep, it's a good one there.
And then we're putting him in you. I don't know. I don't know.
That's yeah. You got to
On the-
pick him there.
on the
That's what makes it hard. 'Cause you really only get one true two-way guy, so you got to like pick and choose.
Um, and I'm gonna take Isaiah Gallison on the back to back there.
I like that. I like that.
So down to one freebie left or one open world guy left. Big moves there. Big moves. Huddy, on you.
Okay. Who'd you just go with, Avery? Isaiah. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm an underclass guy. I'm gonna go ahead and get my first underclass pick in there, and that is gonna be Thomas Gentry
I like it.
as my utility.
Wow, this is getting hard already. We're only like 4 picks in, and I'm already like struggling here with picking and choosing guys. It's not as easy as you can't just like pick your top guys here. Like it's tough calls here. But I'm gonna have to take another open world guy, and I'm gonna go with Blake Bryant here. It's kind of
See, I went there. He's my guy, but I was
had to
I
we
was
doubled down
thinking.
on the same team 2 times in a row here,
Well,
but I don't know.
my mind was going to miss him because of basketball a little bit.
Yeah, that's
That's
tough.
the
I
only
could.
that was my only hesitation there.
Yeah,
I'm the biggest Blake Bryant fan there is. That
you
was my
are.
only hesitation was missing some time because of basketball, which old Gentry hoops too, but I don't know. It might take Blake a little bit time to get going, but who knows?
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a tough call there, but I gotta stick with it. It's hard.
Yeah, no, I love it.
And I'm gonna stick on that trend of former basketball player, but we're gonna go with Chubb Jones Jr. here, for the utility spot, here at my double pick here. Happy with that. Feel like we got a big time two-way guy there, contributing on both sides, leader in probably every category from McEachern last spring, so I'm all about that. And we're back on you, Huddy,
Um, I think I'm gonna go ahead.
to close out the first round.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go ahead and get my 29. I think I'm in the same boat. I wish I would have saw a couple of these guys in their scrimmage. I'm going to see potentially two of them. I just don't know the playing time of a couple of these. But I do know the playing time of this one. I did get some intel from their scrimmage, and I'm going Xavier Rodriguez for my 29.
It's a good get there. Lock up the catcher spot, and you get your 29 all in one. I like it. I like the move. Avery with a double pick.
Mm.
I've already know we've probably hurt feelings, and we're not even in the second round yet. That's the worst part.
I think I'm gonna go Pierce Henry.
I like it.
I don't know
I
how
like that
we've
one.
picked 12 picks and I've been sniped 3 times. This is like absolutely phenomenal numbers here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Good pick there.
Pierce Henry, and then give me Brad Hempill.
I like that
Like it.
one. Yep, I like that
We're
one.
cruising now.
See, I don't know if I'm better off saving the non All State guys. And I already got one off the board, but I
You
don't
need
know. I feel like
two uncommitted guys as well.
two uncommitted, 20 upper class, two
Yeah,
uncommitted upper class.
correct.
Um,
So
back to me,
Avery's
right?
got one of his upper class out of the way, which is big.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a shortstop, and that is Malachi Butler.
Christ. My poker face is not doing well tonight, boys.
I flipped to a different screen, so I could not see it. If that makes you feel better, but go Malachi Butler.
It's a good pick there. It's a good pick. Double pick here. Wow. This is going to be a thought process here for a second.
And guys, what about Avery? We flipped Avery an old laptop of mine, and look at the quality on him.
Just
I
stepping
mean,
up big time there.
we're getting up there, and we're hoping to have graphics for our podcast soon. We're being told that those are on their way. So hopefully we'll have those here soon.
Wow, this is a tough pick here. I'm going to actually go the same route you went, and I'm going to fill my catcher role here. I'm going to take Hudson Bradford with my
I
spot
like
here.
that one. I like that one. We know he's going to get in the mix. We know he's got a
to play
chance to.
early.
Yep. I like that one. That's hard with the freshmen. You just got to know if
You
they're
gotta
getting in there
get
or
them out
not.
of the way. There's guys I was thinking about there, but I don't know if they play or where they play off rips. So I can't like stick him somewhere, and he gets me 0 points playing at the outfield, and he ends up playing somewhere else. So yeah, that's a good one there. And I need to get a shortstop myself. Um, Outfield, I need outfield. I'm all over the place. I got pitching done early, so that's good. I know we're good. I got my two. I mean, I feel like I just like have to take him since he's on the board and might put up better numbers than anybody. But I'm taking Malachi Washington here. I'm just like
Yeah,
I can't. I'm out of open world guys, but I mean it's just he's on the board and I feel like I gotta do it. I can't miss out here. This could be a 15 home run, or he might walk 40 times. So either one, I'm winning there, and he's gonna steal 30 bags. So that's a big win there.
Yep.
Get
I
him,
agree
get him
with
in
it.
halfway in the second round though. I feel like is crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, that's value if we're talking value.
Um, it's to me now, right?
It is you, yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my uncommitted outfielder, and that is Brady Little.
I
Up
like
at
it.
Gordon Lee, defending state champs. I think we're hitting over 350 there. We're stealing bags. We're gonna have a good year for sure.
Double pick for my guy Avery.
Hmm.
These teams are coming together well now. I thought I didn't put enough stipulations on this, and this became a lot harder, way faster than I thought it was going to be. Because we're leaving good names on the board here, like
Yeah.
really good names. So it's fine. We're
I'm
good.
looking good for all state. I've only got one non all state. So I think where I'm going. I think I know where I'm going this next pick.
I got one state. I have to like go all state the whole way out. I think. Yeah.
Or any preseason. It can be any
Oh, any
preseason.
preseason, correct? Any preseason. I like it.
I think I'm gonna fill my catcher spot.
I like it.
I'm gonna go Lee Holt.
Ooh, that's a good grab there. I like
Yeah,
that.
you got some not insider info, but you got to peek at it for you got to peek at it for the scrimmage, so I like that. You got one more?
Yeah, you're doubled up there, big guy. The last picks are going to be crazy because we're going to have to fill some holes here. I definitely know it. Some stipulations to meet.
And anybody just jumping in, we are doing. Go ahead, get the pick in.
No, I don't know. This is so tough.
Get the
You don't know. Anybody just jumping in? We're doing preseason draft for the season. Some stipulations on them. 70% of the roster of 11 players has to be from or 8. We're just going to 8 from preseason events. You can have 3 non-preseason events, meaning coming to an event of ours. Upper and underclass teams must feature 2 uncommitted players in the 26 or 27 class, and you have to have one 2029.
Give me Bryce Font though.
Ooh, we're going to play him.
Infield.
I like it. Oh, there's a
I don't
chance
know
for
yet.
20
I don't
bombs
know
there
yet.
as well.
I'm trying to decide.
There's 20 bombs there, but I like the
Just put him on the board.
infield
He's on the board.
on the board. And we're back to you, Huddy.
We're gonna go ahead and do it. We're going Trevor Condon.
Oh, Trevor's been off the board, bud.
Who took it?
I took him third overall, right behind you.
Oh, I missed that. I totally missed that. I was
Couldn't
thinking on
leave
the
him
same
there.
lines of Malachi.
I know, I thought so too. That's why I was like, that's why I had to take Malachi last time. I was like, he was there still. I
I
was like,
swear you must have glitched out when you said that. Well, that's embarrassing. All right, let me gather my thoughts here.
we're good now.
Oh, what we got? Pitchers are done for me. I need outfielders and I need infielders. I need one more uncommitted, and I'm good on non preseason.
Wow, it's gotten
I'm gonna go ahead and get my
tough and hard.
infielder out of the way. We talked about him earlier. Gonna go a non preseason event, and we're going Luke Wimbush.
Like it. Wow, good call there. Big name off the board. Wow, you guys are filling your boards up. I'm over here doing the draft board. All right. Double pick, man. And I need some big time spots to fill. I gotta go 2, 4, 6. So half my team. All right.
Man, the two pitcher spots
Yeah, it makes things hard. You gotta like pick and choose.
is tough for sure. I think I'm gonna save. I'm gonna hold my uncommitted for a bit.
I'm going to take David Vargas with an infield spot here.
That's where I'm at right now too. Along those same lines.
And then I am going to take. So my outfield is pretty full. Pitcher's utility full. Oh, I do have one more outfielder, huh? Okay. Sorry for the dead air on this show here, guys. We thought we were going to be way more prepared than this. But we're doing the best we can.
And it's Super Bowl. It stinks that always opening day has been falling right before Super Bowl. So
Yeah, I'm actually going to close the outfield out with a guy that's going to fill an uncommitted and outfield and preseason spot all in one, and Austin Tambora with my other pick there. So
I like that one
power
there.
speed threat, going to be in the 2 or 3 hole, going to do his job. So I like that a lot.
Jumping to me again, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and fill another infield spot. Non preseason event. We're going Leo Garcia.
Oof, big name there. I think it's Avery for 2.
Yep. So I got one more non preseason, and the rest I got to roll with preseason.
Who'd you just take on your 2, Ian?
I took
Tambora and Vargas.
Tambora and Vargas, yes.
And Hudson just took Leo.
Yeah.
Correct. So I need.
Man, I'm looking for like a low A sleeper that's gonna get sent. That's
You
gonna
need-
get
you
sent. That's gonna get sent in on Diamond Notes every week by coaches.
the Johnny Nuts of the world to break
Yeah,
every
that's right.
Georgia state record.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one there.
Dude,
Yeah, but-
Johnny had the crazy. Shout out Johnny Nut, man. Craziest spring year ever last year. He was on every week. I think I saw his name 3 times in this GDC magazine. Like, really had himself a year. Wow, I have 3 infielders.
That's what I'm
left.
looking for. Just looking for a uncommitted senior down there. Oh, I got my last non preseason pick is coming up next.
Feeling good about it.
Yeah, I feel good about it.
Avery's deep in thought over here.
I'm gonna go Trip Sat infield.
I like
Almost went
it.
there.
Big
I like
trip.
that one a lot.
Good spit there. Good call.
Hang on, I gotta plug this in. This is about to die.
Back to me.
No, I got one.
I think
more.
Avery's got one more. Yeah.
Oh, you're doubled up. Okay.
I have to rock on the floor for a minute.
So I'm infield. I'm infield out for the rest of this thing. Oh, did we lose him?
Man, Avery. Of all
We were doing
times,
so good.
we can't even keep an eye on the charger.
He was doing. I heard it. I heard the ding too. I heard
No,
it.
don't take my people.
I have to jump on the phone now. Now you're gonna mess the upload up. You're gonna mess the upload up going on to YouTube now because it's on your phone, and you're gonna have to be clicking off to look at your stuff.
Man said, "Don't take my people."
Dude's had a hand-me-down laptop for 30 minutes, and he can't even keep it charged.
Oh goodness.
Too much.
Mm.
We're about to start putting a clock. This is like we're
I
not
mean,
getting.
it will-
This is nothing compared to that. This is nothing compared to that. But like back in high school when you used to do the in-person fantasy drafts, everybody thought it was a good idea, and
Oh,
then you
yeah.
get into the 20th round, and everybody's sitting there like, all right, I want to go home. It's not. This isn't that, but we're about to start putting some timers on these to make some quicker decisions.
Well, it's throwing me off because of Brennan. Like, I want to put Brennan at my utility, but
Oh, you're already overthinking this thing. See,
oh,
like I'm not a big fantasy guy. Avery is a huge fantasy guy, so he's thinking this
He's
way.
cooked. He's already cooked.
I mean, I would be a sucker not to do it. Oh man, I'm gonna take Jay Lee. Got to.
That's Jackson Lee, everyone. He's on
He's on a
nickname
he's on
basis
a
with Jay
nickname
Lee.
basis with Jackson Lee from Landmark Christian. Great pick
I
though.
like it. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. This is my final non-preseason pick. We're going Maverick Chitwood.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
My next, I will be finishing out my uncommitted and an infielder at the same time with William Rusatek. Big winner for
Ooh.
us this preseason. A chance to play every day, whether at third base or first base for Oconee County. I think he's gonna be a guy for them. And then I'm going to take with my second to last pick. Jackson.
Hang on. Which I was just thinking about this. I have I've overused my non-preseason all states. You only get three, right?
Yep.
I was at Charmin, Leo, and Wimbush.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Mav, I'm sorry.
Mav's got to go.
Sorry, Mav.
So
Oh,
with your redo third round, fourth overall pick.
um, let's jump into some outfielders here. Let's go ahead and we'll stay on that spot.
It's one guy I missed from my team that I could have used, but I'm not gonna bring him up. So.
We'll stick in the outfield. We're going underclass from All-State. Just because I know there was some silly numbers put up. He is at a new school, but I feel good about the competition he may face, and we're going Chance Thomas.
Big sleeper pick there, like that. This is where it gets tough now. What school was he at? Do we know by chance?
Um, I'm blanking on it. I knew that was going to happen. It was on a
It's fine. It's
billboard
fine. We
driving.
got Chance
It was on a
Thomas.
bill. It was on a billboard driving through Atlanta. Hapeville.
Hateville. Heard. Okay. Well, William Rustek was my first pick of my two, and my second guy I talk about a lot. Taking a chance here on a sophomore, Jax Nystrom, man. All in on Jax. A healthy Jax this year is big time for Denmark. I think he gets a chance to play early at that second base position. He's going to hit for average. I think he kind of hits for some power, and he's going to run. So I'm all in from that one. Back to you, Eddie.
Back to me. I have an outfield spot and an infield spot left. So we're coming to an end here. Believe I need one more uncommitted. I have Brady, and that is it. Man, the guy Liam Collier would have been a good one here, Mr. 500. But we recently committed. We're gonna stick in this 27 class, and we have to go all state as well.
I believe so, yeah. Or you have to
Yeah.
go preseason. Preseason.
Yeah, preseason. Yeah. So let's jump into upper class here. Ooh, do I want to snipe one from Avery? I can't believe this one's already not on the off the board, to be honest. And that's my last infield spot too. You know where I'm going, Avery?
Or
I don't know if
20,
I'm going
26 or 27.
27,
Oh.
uncommitted infielder.
Oh yeah, I know where you're going.
I'm torn between two.
I'm torn between two.
Just because I think the power is going to come into play this year. I think he could put some balls over the green monster in left field. We're going Grant Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. He was on the queued list,
He
so
was. He
he
was.
was he was there for me as well.
But
So that's a
but
good
the one
pick.
I was going to decide from you was not him.
Hmm.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. Do you
He
ha- do you,
said,
do you need
yeah.
do you need uncommitted? I'm surprised you
I
haven't
do
looked at it.
not. I have already filled that. I need a 29 and I need a I have a freebie.
Avery 29. You better get a 29 outfielder.
Oh,
29 starting pitcher might be hard to come by.
I've got my eyes on a few.
We don't know the intel yet, or you may already know intel that we don't
I
potentially.
I know what I'm gonna do. As if it's on me.
It is on you for two, bro.
So I am going to
Who'd
go
you take?
Ashton Brown for the outfield.
Wow, going sneaky pick there. Okay.
And then for my other pitcher, I am gonna go for my freebie pick. Give me Colin White.
I like it. Who'd you just take last time, Huddy?
Grant Bradley.
Oh, that's right. Big Grant. All right, your last pick on the board now, Hud. Who you got?
We have to go preseason, and we have to go outfield.
I believe.
I was not peeking ahead on this one. Trying to think.
I mean, wait, hang on a minute. I guess Ashton wouldn't work.
Oh,
He
now we're
wasn't.
now we're getting technical. Now this is where it gets
Well,
interesting.
he wasn't.
What do
He
you got?
wasn't preseason, was he?
Yeah, he
Or
was.
he
Yeah,
he
yeah, he
was.
was
Okay,
Ball
then yeah,
State.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good then.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, you're good.
All right,
You got
I
lucky
got
there.
128
You got
outfielder.
lucky there.
I got lucky.
I got 128 or no,
No, you
20,
don't, 28's not a stipulation. Yeah, you're good.
27 outfielder. I have a 27 outfielder in mind. Let's peek over here real quick just to see. We're going a little bit of a sleeper here to finish out the roster, but we're going Walker Wagner.
Mm.
Big time there.
Fellowship. They do play. The competition's good there, but I think a
I
big
like
year's
it.
coming for
That's
him.
a good pick there. I'm down to my last pick here. Last pick of the draft. Yeah, I have my mind on a couple guys. You've mentioned one earlier. Kind of hard not to go this way now. Yeah, we're gonna go with Big Liam Collier with my last pick there, Mr. 500, back to back 480 plus for and hitting the wall harder than he's ever done before. So I think it's an easy pick there to close out the infield. All state guy. Yeah, I'm happy with this team. It's interesting. It's built interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
It got Yeah, it
stipulation
got
stuff.
harder than you thought it was gonna be for sure. People are gonna look at these teams and be like, "How did you draft these?"
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the coolest part about it. Yeah, so we didn't really like. Yeah, I think this is gonna be neat. I think it's gonna be a cool. I think we could maybe write a little article about this, about how we did it and like the process and like why our
Yeah.
teams look the way they do. I think it'd be cool to see like our own point of view on why we drafted some of the guys where we did. Avery, the fantasy god himself, drafted
Oh,
his
I,
team
I
a
love my
certain way.
team already.
Yeah, he's already loved his team. So, boys, if
Yeah,
you guys
well,
do see these teams, and want to know what your thoughts are, just hit us up. I would love to hear if anybody's watching this and see these teams put together. I
Yeah.
would love to hear some thoughts.
And anybody that jumped on late, we're talking about the stipulations. We have 11 players. 8 of them had to be from preseason events that attended by our preseason
We
event.
had over 500 players attend this
Yep.
preseason.
So
So
8
we
of
had
them
a
had to be
pretty
from
big
there.
pool there. So
Upper class or underclass, you had to have 129, and you had to have 2 uncommitted upperclassmen. Is how we put these teams together. Like we said, we'll throw it in an article. Um, yeah, a lot of fun there. Something different, something cool. Not just a straight draft where we, you know, draft the top committed guy, all that stuff. Like some other
yeah,
guys get
like
in the
it's
mix.
crazy. You look at this and you don't draft a guy like Joseph Gutierrez because he might miss some time for WBC, which is crazy to say, but you can't take that guy in the first round right now if you're trying to fill a role and win. We're competing like in our own way competing, but yeah, we have to look at it that way. Some guys, when you only have 3 picks from the open world, you got to miss. Like the number one player in the 27 class went unpicked. That's
I
pretty
know.
huge.
We're gonna hear that one.
We're gonna hear about it. A few guys, I already think I'm surprised I haven't got text for yet. But yeah, that was cool, man. I'm glad we could do that. This is a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be, honestly. And I already thought it was gonna be fun. So like that was
Yeah.
fun. That was a good time.
All right. Well, we've been rolling on for hour 15, longest episode of the year so far. Let's just drop tomorrow. We'll play the rest of the week by a little bit of a mystery where we're going to be at. And two guys, one thing we are going to try to do, we're going to name a game of the week each week. This first week might be a little tricky, but our plan is to name a game of the week each week. More times than not, we'll guarantee that one of us and photo/video guy will be at that game. We want to highlight that. We want to highlight a game of the week. It's not just going to be the biggest matchups every week. Slide in the DMs. Let us know where we should be at. Rivalries. We want to be at rivalries. We want to be at big time region matchups later in the year. We want to be at heavy underclass team matchups, like everything. We don't want to always just have the biggest game, biggest matchup, biggest 2 teams. We're going to try to mix it up each week. So we're going to have a game of the week. Let us know where you think that we need to be. But yeah, let's drop tomorrow's opening day where we will be headed, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
Avery,
Go ahead,
kick us
big
off.
guy. Where are you gonna be, man? You're the one. You're the biggest mystery of the week. So I'm excited to find out where you're gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you. You're scattered, not on your nice laptop that you just got. Portrait orientation. It's fine. You're good. Say where you're going. Yes, say where you're going tomorrow. You're delayed. It's okay. Just tell us where you're
Opening
going.
night, Avery. Where are you gonna be? You gonna wear all
I like
white?
it.
Just kidding. Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty exciting one. I will be at a very exciting game as well tomorrow night. That should be packed out with a bunch of pro guys. Excited to see a big time matchup between Pope and BT. It's kind of exciting to get out there. Pope's a
At
fun
Pope or at
matchup. That
BT?
place
At Pope.
at Pope, yeah, the place kind of gets after it a little bit there. I have some big arms on the mound. I'm excited to see that. Some spins, some velo, some big bats. So I'm excited to see the season get kicked off for real tomorrow, man. It was a fun scrimmage week, but it's real baseball.
Yeah. I was deciding between a couple, but sticking on the underclass train, I'm gonna go watch Gavin Gebhart versus Kalen Frederick. Cambridge versus Milton. So crosstown matchup, a little bit of a rivalry there. We'll see some guys at Milton. Bowman was hurt a lot of the season last year. Excited to see him. Frederick. I think Gebhard will be on the mound to kick things off. So yeah, that's our opening day matchups. Just those 3 games. We haven't let a couple of the guys get free reign yet, but soon. soon, and then Ian and Avery and three other guys will be headed down for the coastal. What was it? Coastal what?
Coastal Georgia Invitational.
They'll be down there for that, and then yeah, we'll be out and about all week. I know I got Thursday locked up, waiting on a pitching matchup for Friday, and then I might even bounce out Saturday while you guys are down there. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Longest episode of the year so far. If you tuned in from the start to the finish, you rock. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. We're posting everything on there. I'm sure you guys saw All-State interviews are popping up on there too. I think I mentioned that last time. So if you did an interview there, that'll be on YouTube. Feel free to give it a listen. Fun episode. Tell your friends about the draft. If we drafted them, didn't draft them, all in good fun. You know, we're here for Georgia baseball. We're here for you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you at the field tomorrow.